Now, after sending Muslims to Mecca with over 2.1 billion naira, and we saw how the Fulanis were very impressed with Governor Uzodinma. This hasn't stopped the Fulanis to enter into Imo State and kill over 5 people in the community. Over 20 injured, many houses are being burned down. It's on the front pages of the Vanguard and the Sun newspaper, even on the Punch. And I will show you on the screen. If you are watching for the first time, kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel, on notifications, and drop your comment, click the like button, like this video, and also share with others. Mr. James the Waymaker, what is the way for Uzodinma? He gave Muslim 2.1 billion to go to Mecca in Imo State, even though it's a Christian state. Still, the Fulani are still killing people in that same state. What do you have to say about this?
Thank you for having me this morning. Yes, of course. You can see, at least now, by now, hopefully Uzodinma should be able to go and rest. Because the same people he said to come Mecca now, they have come back now, whether they are the one or the Fulani, all we know that Fulani now, they've started killing people in Imo State right now. And you can see, that's why I kept telling you that these people, they are full. They, instead of them to have the primary responsibilities to protect the people, life and property in Imo State, but reverse is the case by sending people to jihad. You can see it now, it is obvious. And these are the reasons Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting about how to secure in people. That's why we are very happy, because IDB Mazi Nnamdi Kanu denied that he doesn't know anything about about IPOP or ESM. Now we are proud because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not shy away from it. He told them that he created IPOP, he from ESM, for the sake of this thing that is happening in Biafra land. How can Fulani men leave their region from the north and move to the southeast, moving from different places and buy people? And this is a matter that's supposed to be a matter of urgency, but it's surprising now because the Fulani, the federal government now are not even paying attention to it. You see scenario where the Fulani, Benue people now are big by in one way or the other. Now you are talking about in Benue State, and it has become everyday routine for these Fulani headmen buying people for a living. So we can see that this atrocity, the Imo people should just prepare for the worst day, because a whole Uzodinma use his hand to drag this Fulani headman by himself to the Imo State by sponsoring this set of people to go to Mecca. A lot of us we raise our voice that there's no need for whole Uzodinma to be doing this thing. Good for if you think maybe by Rocha Sokorocha have done it before. The one Rocha Sokorocha has done, what did they brought to the Imo State? I've said it time without number. Until we stop this religion in Nigeria is killing, is dragging Nigeria backward. Let me tell you, humanity first before religion, and that's why you can see that reason why they deported Sheikh Gumi, because these people are practicing their religion, they put religion before humanity. How can you stone somebody to death? Not because you say you felt that you have insulted the prophet. That means you are taking religion before humanity. Saudi Arabia, they are going for Mecca. They take humanity before religion. And that's why all this kind of atrocity does not happen over there. And that's why the reason that they have said Gumi back. So for me, hope Uzodinma by now should be happy that Fulani men are killing the Igbo State. We are waiting for him for his reply, what he's going to reply. But one thing we keep reminding Hope Uzodinma that there is a cover. If there's a number, very soon he will leave the office. And if he leaves office, what will the people talk about him?
Because we are looking at the fact that the Igbos. Okay, let me ask you something. Because we saw what that Fulani man said. He said, if Fulani want to Islamize all part of Nigeria, they can do it. Do you think that the Igbos can be conquered by these Fulani people?
No, the fact is that people cannot be conquered in the sense that some of the Fulani governors are allowed the Fulani to use them. But to God be the glory, I think as much as Rocha Sokorocha allowed them to use it, where is he today? You know what Rocha, so that's why Rocha said is doing the work. 8 years, 8 years is not enough for them to actualize their dream. And thank God we have somebody like Alessoti now who is doing it in full. He's showing the examples of the Biafra. Yes, of course, I can be a Nigerian politician, but yet I'll protect the Biafra people. And you can see what is Alessoti is doing in Imo State now. Alessoti now is the executive governor of Imo State, of Abia State. But have you ever seen any Biafra that are criticizing Alessoti? Yes, I still. Alessoti is doing this possible because he knows his primary responsibility is to protect the people of Abia State. IDB, Hope Uzodinma, people like Charles Oludo is doing the needful. Will they complain? The answer is no. But by the time you prefer the Fulani to protect the Fulani than your people, which you are governing. That's what we talk about. Just because of maybe you want to achieve your personal ambition, you are selling your people out, you expose your people for this Fulani man. Don't come to think of it. That's why I keep saying it. Like, if not for the help of Mazen Abdikano, Southeast will have been worse than the Middle Belt. You can see a Fulani man out and shouting about that they are killing their people. That is how worse the Southeast will have been today. But thank God for intervention of Mazen Abdikano that is still creating fear in these people. But the governors of the Southeast now are indirectly dragging these people to come and take their land.
Now, let us leave that and go to, because where is Ebubiagu that was formed by the Igbo governors? Because we saw how Yoruba governors under the Takedolu, how they formed Amotekun. Where is Ebubiagu that was formed by the Igbo governors? Where is Ebubiagu?
I must tell you that there's something like Ebubiagu. The Ebubiagu and the Agune chamber they brought up was about their own personal interest. They use it to do their political gains. And that's why you can see now that they are nowhere to be found. All what the Southeast people know now is still the ESM. Right? It's still the ESM that they criticize that they did not approve by Mazen Abdikano. Now, look at it as it is. Since they have stopped Mazen Abdikano, that they felt that ESM is not approved by the government of the Southeast. What stopped the Southeast governors for 4 or 5 of them to come together and establish one security outfit that will be uniform, just like the one that is happening in Southwest here now. That's why I keep saying it, that whenever we talk about this issue, I refer to the late Rotimi Akeredolu for the action he took. Despite Buhari brutality, sizing Fulani, then, but he could able to stand, he took his stand and challenge Buhari and form this Amoteku to safeguard the Yoruba. And many people are reasoning to it, maybe probably because of Akeredolu marrying Igbo. Maybe their blood are missing him, that gave him that courage. Because ordinarily you will see that most of the governors of the Southwest here, then too, they were not doing the needful. They were just looking, all of them were afraid of Buhari. But thank God for Akeredolu, late Akeredolu, who stood, and today you can see the work Amoteku they are doing in the Southwest here. Reverse is the case in the Southeast. Why? Since you people said the ESM is not functioning, you are not accepting it. What stop these people for them not to form their own security, uniform security that will be in charge of Benue, in charge of Ebonyi, in charge of Enugu, in charge of Imo, in charge of Abia State, Anambra, for you to know that these people, they don't have the interest of the people. All they want is that they keep making friends with the Fulani so that they can achieve their. And that's why you can see somebody like which reportedly he might be the one to succeed the whole Uzodinma'S is also fighting, which is what is it called? The chief priest leading down before the vice president. It is not in Igbo culture. I'm not saying it's wrong. If a Yoruba man go and kneel down before the vice president, nobody will say anything because it's Yoruba culture. But you can hardly see Igbo man kneel down for somebody. They feel that it's only God. Everybody has no culture. But we can see that these Igbo politicians, these Igbo, they can go an extra mile to attend that position they want. They can sign any agreement with this Fulani men to get what they want. And you can see it that is causing more danger for the people of South.
Now, we have seen, for example, people of Benue, for the first time, we saw how they apologized to the Igbos about the Biafran war. They said that it was a big mistake. They shouldn't have fought the civil war with the Fulani, but that's history. Do you think that it is time for the Middle Belt? That it's time for the Middle Belt and the Igbos to come together, even the Yorubas, against this Fulani hegemony?
Yes, I think it is high time for everybody to come together and put an end to it. But the major problem we're having is that it's like the government is complicit on this issue. Abacha have once said that any insecurity that are more than 24 hours, government have hand in it. Actually speaking, are you not surprised that the federal government are not even speaking about this issue? Why is federal government is not talking about it? Why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu not going to Benue State about this killing? This killing is too much. Is it that people they sign any agreement? What is there that the government are not allowing people to know? Because this killing is too much. It's too much in Benue. Why are they not talking about it? So for me, everyone needs to stand up now and raise his voice. Now, the killing is not only limited to Middle Belt. Even in Southwest here, despite that Amoteku is still confronted them. They are still killing them in Southwest here, in Southeast. So it's everywhere in Nigeria. So we must have to stand up as a nation and do the needful. And that's why I keep saying that if we know that we cannot win this present challenge we are finding ourselves, the solution should be there is that we should split, let everybody go on their own. If we don't want restructuring, because if we restructure, if there is restructuring, you can't tell me that Fulani will leave the northern part of Nigeria or come from outside Nigeria and come and kill people in the middle belt, and we fold our hands without we are looking to not work. It's not going to work. So the best thing, let the government do the needful.
But the way things are, Mr. James Webeka, do you still believe in one Nigeria with the way this killing is going?
No, I've told you time without number that there's nothing like one Nigeria. Nigeria have expired 14 years ago, 2014. Nigeria, even the people who, the British who forced everybody to be in Nigeria, it's 100 years. They make it mandatory. But if you see since when we get our independence, it's more than 100 years. And that's why, prompt to what I'm telling to you, that's why Jonathan organized that conference before he left in 2014 for them to see whereby the Southwest leaders will come, the Igbos will come, the Yoruba, the Middle Belt. We sit together. Do we really want this country to be one Nigeria? If we want to become one Nigeria, let's form new constitution. Let's everybody bring the whole take. And you can see these people in government now, they case against it that Jonathan doesn't know what he's doing and all that. But what is happening now? So for me, the country has expired, and that's why you can see everything that is falling apart. Everything don't juggle, everything don't yabutu.
Nigeria has expired?
Yes, Nigeria has expired in 2014. But even before you know that, right from time, there's something called Nigeria. Fraudulent British people gave this country Nigeria. Which of the Yoruba leader that was there, Igbo leader, Hausa leader that come together and say Nigeria, if they were there, if the British claim that Nigeria leaders are from them or father there, they all came together, they agreed. What is the meaning of Nigeria? What is the motive of giving this country Nigeria? It's a question we need to ask, and you can see that that could be the reason why Buhari intentionally removed history from us when he was in government. Fulani, that we should not study history so that we will not know the background. Most of us don't know what happened. So that when you read history, you know what happened, you'll be able to tackle the solution. But initially they remove history from our education so that the upcoming one, we don't know what happened. To terrorize. But thank God for Amoteku. God will come keep blessing this late Akeredolu, the former governor of Ondo State, who should against all during Buhari government. And he said Amoteku must come. Today, Amoteku now is rescuing people in the southwest here. I must say, may the soul of Akeredolu keep resting in peace, in perfect peace.
Now, we saw the video people, they are saying that finally they are in support of Nnamdi Kanu's release. That they did not know this was the plan of the Fulani when they are, or somebody who said, one of them, that one of our forefathers fought during the civil war on the Nigerian side. This is a very, very big mistake. What do you think has changed? Do you think that truly the Benin people, they have really apologized and they are now ready to know that yes, the Fulani are our enemies?
No, the truth of the matter that before now, Fulani people, the Benin people, they have realized their mistake, where they got it wrong. And that's why they have realized their mistake, making Biafra forgiveness. It translates during the general election, in 2023 election. You can see the way Benin people came out in mass and vote for Peter Obi, because they believe that if Peter Obi becomes the president of Nigeria, the killing in Benue will stop. You can see it. For you to know that they show remorse. They show that, oh, we are truly sorry for joining Nigeria, for joining Yakubu Gowon to fight the Biafra war. Today, they are at the end side receiving it hotly. And that's why you can see that even Buhari government did not scare Benue in his government. The Fulani bounce on them even as they are still passing them there, even when Bola Ahmed Tinubu is there. So for me, they are indeed intentional for begging for Biafra for forgiveness. And that's why you can see now they are calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu with immediate effect now.
Yesterday we saw how many people, how they fled to Enugu State. Enugu shares a boundary with the Benue people. And then one of them called the family and said that they are very safe now in the Enugu State. And the Enugu youths have warned the S-men, don't cross over to this part of Nigeria. But now people are saying that even the Enugu governor is afraid to speak for his people against these insurgents. What do you have to say about that?
Yes, of course. You can see yesterday, as I told you, that the Benue people have realized their mistake now. They are now running to Biafra land for safety. they are calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As you can say by yourself, that most of them are testifying that Igbos are accommodative. Igbos are welcome them yesterday. They have a rest of mind compared to what they are in Benue. And that's why they look at the governor of Benue today. The man needs to be impeached. The man needs to resign because he's incapable to take care of the Benue people. These are the same people who gang up with the governor of the state, Samuel Tom. They say, oh, Samuel Tom is PDP man. He hates Buhari government. That's why he's calling Fulani Day, Fulani now. And Fulani now, nothing do what Samuel Tom have been saying, for crying out loud. These shenanigans character they are doing in the Middle Belt need to stop. Bola Ahmed Tinubu need to stand up and do the need for call these people to order. What is Bola Ahmed Tinubu waiting for? See, the sponsor have called Bola Ahmed Tinubu and told him that the problem of Nigeria's insecurity is between the Fulani men and the Hausas. It's on the public domain, go and check. Since then, what has Bola Ahmed Tinubu do about it? If Bola Ahmed Tinubu take an action, if Bola Ahmed Tinubu call the Fulani herdsmen, the Hausa, who are fighting for this, calling them. Every day keep telling us, oh, Fulani men that are killing in Benue, they are not Nigeria Fulani. My question now is that, how do we differentiate between Nigeria Fulani and Fulani that are not Nigerians? Let the government come out and explain to us, how do we know this Fulani are Nigeria Fulani and this one are not Nigeria Fulani? So without that, we are wasting our time. And that's why, as I tell you, that the answer to this problem is restructure this country or you divide this country. Let everybody go on their own peaceful way.
Now, we saw on Monday, Uzodinma'S said, former governor of Abia State, he said that they are using Boko Haram to frustrate the effort of Tinubu. That Boko Haram is being used to frustrate Tinubu. I read about Dr. Uzodinma'S, former governor of Abia State and the incumbent senator. What can you say about that man? Many Igbos are this man is not a true Igbo man. Some people are saying that. What else to say about it?
The fact remains that I don't want to talk about the case of Uzodinma'S because Uzodinma'S for me, I don't take it serious. A man whereby you came from the same state where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came from, you that have failed for 8 years. I went to Imo State, Abia State in 2013, and I saw the situation of Abia State was terrible under him, under his government, or maybe after when he just left, I went. You can see no road, nothing, God knows state. See how terrible it was. But we thank God today, God bring somebody like Rossi, who is doing the needful. So for him to have the guts, I've been telling that Boko Haram are frustrating Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. Boko Haram did not disturb during Buhari government. Why are we so sentimental when it comes to the issue of discussion? Let him go and talk about the injustice that I've been done to them, to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, before you talk about, see, these people will keep pretending. They will sell themselves out. Today, where's Rota Okorocha? Rota Okorocha did more than this. He was the one who found APC, founding father of APC. He sold Imo State to Fulani. He was the one who took a mosque to government house in Imo State. He did everything today. Uzodinma'S, where is Uzodinma'S? Uzodinma'S is nowhere to be found. Nobody is talking about Uzodinma'S. Under the organogram of APC, under Nigeria politics today. So they should learn that all this thing they are doing, they set their people up because of position. Time will tell. Time will tell. Or the way it happened, look at Ifeanyi Ubah. Where is Ifeanyi Ubah today? Everybody will join Ifeanyi Ubah. Go me that you are interviewed, go you that interview me. None of us will stay in this world forever. We go, but after you have gone, whatever you do on earth is what people are going to talk about you. We talk about Akeredolu. I talk about Akeredolu governor, what Akeredolu have done by trying, even with the heart of what Buhari did. He brought Amotekun. He standing against every other governor in Southwest that Amotekun must stay. They funded Amotekun. He has gone, but Amotekun is useful to Yoruba today. We have saw what Ayo Adebanjo did in general election. How he stood on his ground, correct everything that Ayo Adebanjo have said. That Ayo Adebanjo is not alive, but his word is alive. So whatever they do, let them do it. This is Uzodinma'S. Time will tell. We will know who is who. Look at Ekweremadu. Ekweremadu is in prison in UK today. If they tell him 10 years ago that Ekweremadu, we have this same issue, will he agree? He refused to fight for Biafra. He refused to fight for the marginalization of our Biafra. But look at what he has got in return. So for me, we don't need to drive us on Uzodinma'S. Uzodinma'S is just beating around the bush. He's looking for favor from Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Now let's talk about Chukwuma Soludo, the governor of Anambra State. When President Tinubu went there to inaugurate, he refused to speak about Nnamdi Kanu's release. And we saw President Tinubu was even given a chieftaincy title. He has been endorsed by all Indigo. He has been endorsed by Igbo kings. Tinubu has been endorsed by many top Igbo organizations. And people say that these people are just saboteurs. they are betrayers to the Igbo cause. What do you have to say about that?
No, one thing you need to consider is that most of them, they are Fulefis. They are trying to fight and say they don't love Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are pretending. Even Bola Ahmed Tinubu knows that these people are just running for their own selfish interest. You go and give your chief title to Bola Ahmed Tinubu for what? Has Bola Ahmed Tinubu fought any battle? DK1, it means the person who has fought battle for person in Igbo land. Which battle has he fought for the Igbo? Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the richest landlord, the biggest landlord in Africa. He have a land in the south. What makes him to derive the title they gave to him? A man who clicked what belongs to the southeast region, you are going there and giving him title. So Bola Ahmed Tinubu also know that they are playing politics. They want to use him to achieve his game. So the game is on. They are playing game. Don't forget that politics is a game. It's like a chess game. They are playing for each other. Bola Ahmed Tinubu know who truly love him or not. He knows that these people are playing politics. And we are saying that whatever he do too, everything will be given account of him. Not like at home, Uzodinma is begging Biafra. He's doing every other thing because he knows that his time is running out.
Now, let's look at this other angle here. We have seen, for example, the Igbos are refusing to join the army. Igbos are saying no, we don't want to join army because of them repentant Boko Haram. Do you think that the Igbos people are telling the Igbos now, you are not joining the army now, not that tomorrow you'll be saying that Hausa is there, Fulani is the Oga, Yoruba is the Oga, Ijo are the Oga, others are the Oga, but you are not joining now. Do you think that now that the Igbos should have in their mind and start joining the Nigerian army to fight